said it couldn't be done.
This is the Breakdown Wrestling Podcast. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Back like we never left, baby.
It's going to be crazy, man. We got a great show lined up. I know it's been a while, but this is the real deal, for real.
Yeah, it's been a while, guys. I told you we were going to do it, but, hey, it took a little time, but we're back and better than ever.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. We had the whole COVID situation, but, everyone's been vaccinated. Everybody's free. Everybody's back to hanging out. So it's like, a lot of stuff going on in wrestling, not just WWE. So it's like the perfect time to come back. So we're bigger, badder, and better than ever.
Yeah. And you know what? The wrestling world needed us. And that's the bottom line. We've been gone for, a year and a half, and we've listened to other guys out there. Just isn't the same. You're welcome. We're back. The Breakdown Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah, we are back. So, someone is missing today in person, but I think we got him via satellite.
We got him.
Let's see.
We got him.
Strong Man.
There he is.
Oh. What?
There it is.
There he is.
Oh, save the best for last.
First and foremost, it's your boy Joey Goldenera, a.k.a. Joey Rants, a.k.a. Ranthony Scaramucci. I'm the greatest of all time. And you cannot,
all right.
You can't fight it. You can't fight it. I'm back. I'm better than ever. And I'm here with the crew.
Go ahead, Strong Man. Make your intro.
Oh, Strong Man Marc. Still the only guy out of all three to take a bump. To know what it feels like.
What kind of bump you taking, huh?
Good comeback. Yo, what's in that coffee? Because I'm going to guess extra cream.
I'm a decaf kind of guy now. You know what I mean? I don't do caffeine like that anymore. Trying to, change it up.
That's a venti? That's a big one.
That's an extra large.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That's an extra large for a big boy like me. So,
You didn't sleep last night?
Is that an extra large from a gas station? Or
it is from a gas station. Speaking of gas station, I just spent my entire net worth on gas coming here, so I'm gonna stay over in this the studio here.
What is it? $7 a gallon?
No, that's
something the same. Oh, it's California,
but we didn't hear who you were, guy. With the ponytail.
By me, it was not too long ago. I think it was like $3 a gallon. Now it's like $4.20. $4.25.
And by you, who are you?
By me, Long Island man, home of MJF. You know what I mean?
Dude, introduce yourself, my man.
Oh.
Who?
People know who I am. I am the historian, the educator, Fabian Sandow, here to enlighten you with all the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. So don't forget about that.
Nice.
Let's do it, man. I mean, a lot has happened since, we've last spoken. A lot of movement in pro wrestling. Marcus, whether you like it or not, WWE is not the only game in town anymore. We do have a legit number 2, right?
Yeah.
All Elite Wrestling. So
Impact. You mean Impact, right?
Oh boy.
There it is.
Yeah.
There he is. Throwing shots. Like if everyone goes
or
to
NXT 2.0, then Impact. Then
Marcus. Oh boy. Okay. He. By the way, he's pro anything WWE. Vince McMahon. He could do no wrong.
It's funny because if you listen to our 10 previous episodes, his opinions were very different back then. And by the way, those 10 episodes you can get later on. We're going to show you how to get them. But they're 10 quality, beautiful episodes. And we're going to keep on churning them out. Sorry.
Yo, it's going to be
nonstop. A lot of caffeine in those episodes. So.
Yeah, but let's get right into it. This past Sunday was AEW Revolution. Very solid pay-per-view. Obviously, the big talk was the CM Punk MJF match, which was outstanding, especially from a storytelling perspective. Marcus, not sure if you saw that, but I mean, what are your thoughts on that match?
No, I didn't see the whole match. I saw the highlights. It was good. It's bloody, ECW-ish.
Oh,
it's over now, right? Like that's it for them.
Yeah, so I'll take it from here.
Yeah,
because this guy. I'm sorry, it wasn't Roman Reigns Goldberg 5.
It didn't get me in. Like I had to watch it. So
yeah, well, I mean, you missed out because this was a long, thought out, program that told storytelling like wrestling's supposed to tell storytelling. But what I got out of that match was, again, CM Punk's going to bring it all the time, right? It is what it is. MJF is like, if if you want to start a company, I think we said before, and I still feel this today. That's your guy. His reaction. Forget about the ring work. His reactions, his mannerisms. He's what? He's 24, 25?
Yeah,
you can't teach that shit. It's amazing. When CM Punk came in with that was ROH entrance, right?
Which no one knew about.
He had to, he sold that beautifully. He sold MJF, man. MJF just. He's awesome. He's freaking awesome.
Golden Era, I think you called it too. If we look at, I believe it's episode 9.
Yep.
Where we were talking about AEW, and then I think Strong Man was like, "Well, AEW just started," and you had called out MJF. He's something special. He's got it all, and he's got the best mic work today. And then we were just like, "Oh, I mean, it's still a little early, but you called it, man."
I think it's by far. I think it's natural to him, and a lot of it. You look at the world of wrestling these days. Even your top guys like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, stuff like that. It's not as natural to them as it comes to MJF.
Yeah, and he doesn't break kayfabe at all. So even if you go to autograph signing, it's still like top notch.
And that's cool and all, but we just lost Marcus. But
it's okay. He'll jump on.
He'll jump back on. But yeah, and that's cool. But I'm just saying, like, he's everything. And I guess look, for CM Punk to show color like that, on a consistent basis for one person, it says a lot about MJF. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
How about Wardlow, man? How he got mixed into all that? Like that was like the perfect face turn.
And it's something
like people were expecting the whole like thumbs down like Batista did Evolution, but no, this was like perfect.
And you can't go wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's a recipe that's been done over and over again, right. But you cannot go wrong with your classic, henchman turn. It works, and
right.
They did it great. Don't get me wrong, and we'll hit this later on, but I'm not saying AEW is perfect by any means, dude. There's a lot of work that needs to be done there. But
they have way too much talent. I mean, It's like Tony Khan. I mean, let's chill. Not everyone that gets released should get signed to AEW. You know what I mean? At this point, you got to trim the fat, and there's a lot of fat in AEW that needs to get cut.
I think, and if we're gonna go there, we'll probably just jump around. But I think AEW has to realize that, and this is just again me. You're on national TV. You're producing a television show weekly, right? I think one of my conversations with Marcus offline was, Eric Bischoff, when he had WCW, he didn't really look at it as wrestling. He looked at it as a television show,
right?
But that's what you have to do, right? You have to please your network executives. That indie stuff, whether it's great, or not, and I might get flack on it, but it's the truth. A lot of the indie way of wrestling, if you, for lack of a better word,
right,
does not translate to the big time, right? Does not translate to national TV. You know what I mean? A lot of it doesn't, and that's why you see again. Kudos to WWE. They saw a lot of that. They're like, what the, in NXT, like, what the hell is this shit? Nah, you're good. I don't care how big he was in ROH. If it doesn't translate to network television, we can't use them. And I think that's where AEW has to, kind of realize the same thing.
No, I mean, I totally get it. And like you said, not every indie guy will translate into mainstream pro wrestling. You know what I mean? And perfect example, I know we're going to get a lot of shit for this, but you know what? And I see a lot of podcasts talking about this. Just so you know, I'm listening to what y'all saying. Keith Lee, okay, I see why Triple H signed him, but then I see why Vince released him. You know what I mean? Big in the indies. All right, a big guy who's pretty mobile, who's pretty athletic in the sense of today's wrestling world. I mean, but let's look at it. All right, he's just a big body. But does he have it? Have you heard Golden Era great mic work from him?
No.
Since you've seen him or
No.
anything. Have you been like blown away by his moveset?
No.
Right? He's just a big guy that can go a little fast. But then everyone's like, oh, Keith Lee, if he's not in the main event title picture, AEW needs to shut down. No, man, I'm sorry. There's a lot of big men who, to me, are better. And case in point, Look at Wardlow. Big guy, has that it that can talk, has the size, has the muscle. Keith Lee, it's a big body, but you could tell like after 2 minutes he looks tired out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have the look to me, right? And again, I think I mentioned this before as well. He kind of went viral because of that tackle he did with he threw.
Oh, Adam Cole, yeah.
He threw out, and that's kind of where people started looking at him. And once you go viral, I think a lot of eyes go on you, and then you get a lot of burn and stuff like that.
Right.
But again, network television. Do I want to watch him weekly? You know what I mean?
Right.
No, I'm sorry. Again, who the fuck am I, right? But I'm the fan, right? I'm the person who buys the pay-per-view.
And I'm sorry, but like I think with certain guys, you have to look a certain way. Like I don't mean like physically, but also like ring attire. I mean, I see Keith Lee. He just got the little shorts and just doesn't look like solid like a Mark Henry type. You know what I mean? Just looks like a little sloppy out there.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
And he's only one of dozens of people in AEW right now who I don't think deserve the shine that they do.
I agree. That's why it's like, and then you look at big men, right, in this business, and you see a guy like Vader, like he has it to me,
right?
In his time, he was mobile. He can go. He looked intimidating. I don't see that in Keith Lee. I don't see intimidation. I just see a guy who just like plays to the crowd and does this, and then that's it, right?
Yep.
So, me personally, I probably get shit for it. I just don't see all the hype in it.
Look, I mean, Brock Lesnar did him a favor, right?
For Rumble 2020.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he still couldn't get over after that. I don't care what. They blame a lot of people, right? But Bearcat Lee, do the best you can with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I don't think. Again, I think we discussed it before. I don't think a lot of the wrestlers these days understand that. I think there's a little disconnect between McMahon's expectations and what the wrestlers of today's era are.
Right.
And it's finding that balance that's going to be difficult down the line, especially with WWE because its product is terrible.
Yeah, I mean the product is terrible. But before we jump into WWE, what do you think of Hangman's AEW run so far as champion?
I don't. And
you got to give him something, man.
I don't give him anything. There's no interest there. What does he have that's unique? I don't get it. And again, when they say, "Oh, he gets popped from the AEW crowd and stuff like that," I think the AEW crowd is mostly made up of the same people going to these events.
The Indies, the Ring of Honor guys, but
like literally the same people, the same 150 people. Again, that's fine, but
I like Hangman though.
Yeah, I like him too as a tag team. On Dark. You know what I mean? A champion. And again, you have to understand. When you have a national TV product and you're gonna put your belt on somebody, he can't. I mean, come on, man.
I think when he started with this whole like cowboy shit, people liked it because
whack.
I mean, he's a little too small too. I don't know.
He looks like he's seen a ghost all the time. I don't know what that color. His lips are white. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And he's like.
Well, he's one of the elite guys. I think that's why they.
But he's just very like robotic and just like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Right. I mean, but I think as far as him being champion and what happened at Revolution, I think it's fine that he won. I don't think Adam Cole's ready just yet. He just came on board. So, I mean, let's see what happens down the road. Maybe Omega comes back and takes it from him. But if I'm a betting man, I think Double or Nothing, Hangman, CM Punk.
Maybe.
Amazing.
On a CM Punk level, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Punk should go over. Or no?
I don't know, man. I don't.
Maybe that'll solidify Hangman some more. Like, wow, he fucking beat CM Punk.
Well, you said
Hangman,
Punk should go over.
Right, but imagine though if he doesn't. I mean, does that elevate Hangman?
Hangman can't. I don't think Hangman has. I don't think he has it. I don't think he has the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a pillar. You know what I mean? He's not like. I don't know what he is. Like for instance, I like a lot of. I like a couple more wrestlers more than him. Case in point, this guy. Forgive me for getting the names.
Who?
Who's number 10? This is the 10 guy.
Oh, perfect 10. Sean Spears.
Man, Sean Spears. You know, again, like compare the two. Honestly, you have to. And I read.
Look at that logo, man.
Just dope. I read a quote
Beautiful.
today on Twitter, and it was basically saying, you know, charisma and you know, and goes over way more than in-ring ability. If you have a combination of both, you're good. Charisma's, you have to have it.
I agree.
Adam Page does not have it. I don't want to rush to.
So Sean Spears has more it than Adam Page.
Oh man, yeah. And you know what? I wasn't really familiar with Sean Spears in WWE.
His perfect 10 thing was over, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And then you know, when he first came into AEW,
It worked. I liked him.
I wasn't really feeling him. But then, you know, as more you see him more and more as a henchman in MJF's crew and stuff like that, I'm like, man, this guy has it. He has it. And like, good body, no Bruno. You know, good mic skills, great mic skills. You know, if you can tell a story,
he's good, man. He's good. And if I recommend anything, watch Royal Rumble. I think Royal Rumble 2017. He was a surprise entrant.
Okay.
Crazy pop when his song came on, and that whole 10 people love that shit. So, I mean, I think they could do something with him. They should have done something with him by now.
Yeah.
But I know he was caught up with this whole Cody Rhodes thing. Speaking of which, where do you think he's gonna end up?
Wow.
I mean, apparently he's fielding offers from a lot of companies.
Yeah. So I don't know what the news was. For like last or 2 weeks ago, he was basically signed with WWE. Didn't the Miz cut a promo like
teasing? Yeah, but it was
teasing it.
What's his name? Logan Paul was the mystery partner for Miz.
Oh, was it? Okay. So he probably just teased a tease. Okay. Overrated ass Miz. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I knew it was too good to be true to go directly to WWE like that for him. But again, I posted it up before. Let's be real. It's not that serious. Cody Rhodes thinks way more of himself than he really is.
It's funny you brought that out because Booker T on a recent podcast, I think he does it weekly. He was like, "Oh, as far as Cody Rhodes coming back to WWE, it'll just be Cody Rhodes coming back to WWE. It wouldn't be like, oh, we got a mega star in our hands. We just stole one from AEW."
Yep, and I disagree with him a lot. He couldn't be more right.
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes again. For him to leave that company where he had a comfortable level, right? To go anywhere else, especially WWE, was like, A, this guy really thinks high of himself.
Yeah.
Or B, there's something in the works here. So something's going on. I don't know what it is. But again, I'm not missing Cody Rhodes or Brandy Rhodes whatsoever from television.
I mean, I see what people say, like, seeing Cody Rhodes not in AEW feels weird because he was kind of one of the, lack of a better word, founding fathers of it.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it's weird in a sense, but at the end of the day, like, he just didn't fit in. And, you know, people are like, oh, I don't know, why the fuck are people booing him? I mean, it just didn't work, man.
Fans cut through the bullshit. And that's why they booed Cena, and that's why they booed, you know what I mean? Like, And he even mentioned, like, they even mentioned the comparison between Cena and him and stuff like that.
No, but Cena wasn't go away heat. Cena was like, I don't like you. This is like Cody go away heat.
No,
like,
yeah, maybe.
We hate you, we just don't want to see you. You know?
Well, I mean, it's similar to what, well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's just weird, but yeah, it's just.
But then another thing I read too was WWE was not, I mean, they want to bring Cody in, but they have no interest whatsoever in Brandy.
Why would you? And that's the thing. Why would you?
Right.
Nothing.
And I brought this up too because I was also watching some other podcasts saying, oh, give Brandy her due. I mean, what due? She's Cody Rhodes' wife, which was why she was even remotely relevant. But what has she done? She was just given a chief branding officer position out of nowhere. On top of that, she tried to put herself into the women's division. Did not work out. Her mic skills are awful. She also tried the Nightmare Collective in AEW, some faction, which didn't work out either. So it's like, dude, she just doesn't have, like, stop forcing it.
She even tried to recut her old promo she did with oh my god,
Jade,
yeah, which was good.
Yeah,
that only one time. And remember, she tried to recreate that with that terrible promo with these guys.
Dan Lambert?
Yeah, man.
Fucking Dan Lambert. Shout out to him, man. He's fucking gold on the mic.
He's not even he's not even from the wrestling.
But he's a natural, though.
That's crazy.
He on the mic is natural.
But he's not even from, like, I thought he was like, oh, maybe he worked, like, in the independents. He's straight up MMA owner.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, but the way he put Brandy to shame, he was getting pop off of that, too.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man. And then they try to get her into this feud with this new UFC chick that they signed, Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah. It just doesn't work. And, it just doesn't work. And I think what happens is he didn't do himself any favors, Cody and Brandy, by having the most extravagant pyro. You know what I mean? Having, having their own show. You're not even that established as a wrestler outside the ring to have your own show. It just became like, oh, okay, well,
yeah,
Tony's gonna give him everything, and then people just caught wind. I mean, those entrances, dude. I mean, as compared to everybody else,
saving dollars right there now.
It's stupid.
You know what though? Kudos to Tony Khan, man, because he saw through the bullshit. Was like, dude, you're not even main event. I got my team here, and you are worth something to AEW, but not at what you think you are. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm sure that was a conversation that he probably had to have somebody else to have. He probably had to make somebody else have with him.
Yeah,
I'm sure they were close,
and I'm sure Cody was like, "Yo, I came up with the AEW idea."
Yeah, shit like that. You see that he does that too much too. You know what I mean? Like he likes to pat himself on the back a lot. Especially in this promo. Again, great promo guy, great worker. He just needs to calm down. You know what I mean? Stardust was your thing. That was you.
Now he's going back to Cody Rhodes. Last I heard, I think they were going to push him in WWE, but obviously not, main event caliber type. The plan right now was to have Cody Rhodes fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I mean, both styles complement each other.
If you think McMahon is gonna throw all this money at Cody Rhodes and have and book him to be like the man, you're out your freaking mind. McMahon's a genius, but he doesn't let anything go ever.
Right.
He probably here's the money. Now take a seat.
Perfect example.
And realize don't ever bite the hand that feeds you.
Perfect example. Sting. His run in WWE.
Right.
Because he still held that WCW thing like, motherfucker, you never signed with me ever. But you know what? Here's the money now. You're a legend. But you know what? You're going to pay your dues here. I don't care what you did in the past. Right? So Cody Rhodes is the same thing, right?
Yeah. Well, another example. There's millions, but another one that kills me. NWO. Right? Hall of Fame. You got to put X-Pac in there. You're damn right you got to put X-Pac in there. You don't like it?
And no Bischoff, right?
No Bischoff. No DiBiase. No.
Oh, DiBiase.
Founding, but wasn't he founding?
X-Pac was the fourth member, I think. Big Show came after him, I think.
Yeah, but that's not NWO. You know what I mean?
It's just Hogan, Hall, and Nash.
Yeah, that's it.
But
again, you have to. Nope, you're gonna have to eat that. You eat it. So yeah, there's a lot of that with McMahon, and if you didn't,
right?
No, not
So you think like Cody Rhodes is mid-carder, comes into the WWE? He'll probably have one high-profile match because of the aura that he's
exactly,
there, and then you're back to
where you supposed to be,
right?
Dolph Ziggler level, which is
that's a good comparison. Man.
It's a great comparison. Same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Or now they're saying he may run Ring of Honor.
And again, maybe that's the case too. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens with that, but curious to see how, WrestleMania shapes up. Speaking of WrestleMania, it's coming up a couple weeks now. But I got to say something about this WrestleMania shit. I like the fact that it's 2 nights now, because having it one night, 7 hours long, was a bit of a drag. Okay. So I'm looking at the card here, and you have Kevin Owens calling out Steve Austin, which I was hyped because I thought Austin was coming back to wrestle. Like, I'm talking short tights, vests, knee pads, and all. And then Austin cuts this promo last week, was like, it's been 19 years since I had my last match, when he fought The Rock in 2003. And it's like, dude, You're going to a Kevin Owens fucking KO show segment where he's just gonna call you out and you're just gonna fucking cut a promo and you're gonna get a stunner and that's it. Why building up to a match that's not happening? I think Vince was just trying to sell his bullshit.
Is it not happening? Is it confirmed? I don't know.
Yeah. KO show, a segment with Stone Cold
at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh, Austin's coming back." I was like, "No, he's not. He's not wrestling. He's gonna have a little brawl. That's it."
Well, that's the thing too. It's like Austin didn't come back for Punk. Austin didn't come back for.
He wanted to, though.
Right? A lot of he did.
Didn't he say like, if I could have one more match at the time, he was like, it would be with CM Punk. Yeah,
he's gonna come back from Kevin Owens. Like, come on. Either either it's ridiculous or he's in shambles with money or something like that.
Right. I think he will come back though, just because Saudi Arabia is around. They will throw millions of dollars at him.
You think so?
Oh, hell yeah.
But look what happened with Shawn Michaels.
He regrets it though.
Yeah.
You know what? He probably got like $5 million out of it. Fuck it, man. Money talks.
Yeah, I know.
Ric Flair will come back for like $100,000.
Well, Ric Flair will come back right now.
Yo, Ric Flair, man, he's a little out there now.
No, hey, he's like what in the 7th? He survived a life-threatening sickness, I guess, and survived it. So
no,
whatever.
but he's like shitting on WWE constantly.
Well,
and he's like, Triple H doesn't talk to me anymore. They didn't reach out to me when I divorced my 6th wife or some shit like that. It's like, dude, like
he's chilling with Hogan on Mondays doing karaoke in fucking Florida, yo.
I'm dying to go,
me too, man.
Yo, we got to make that trip out there, man.
We do.
Yeah, man. But back to WrestleMania. Obviously, we have a title unification match. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Surprise, surprise. I think this is like their 6th or 7th encounter.
Yeah.
And they're comparing it to a Rock Austin type of feud that's lasted for years. You think it's on that same level?
No, absolutely not. I have no interest in that. I mean, WrestleMania as a whole, I don't. Right now, as it stands, nothing entices me to order that pay-per-view at all.
Not even Becky Lynch versus Ronda. Oh no, Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey for the.
Oh wait, no, not at all.
Becky versus Bianca.
No, man,
No.
Nothing.
What did you think of Ronda Rousey coming back and winning the Rumble?
I think it's shit. I think it's. Look, the more and more Vince does that is telling that he doesn't have confidence in any of his people.
Right.
That's real talk, man.
Money talks, though. He knows people, the casual fans, going to watch Ronda Rousey.
Oh, yeah. But still, like, create yourself, man. Ronda Rousey is... Oh, man. Ronda Rousey, again, and I've discussed this in previous podcasts, is... Man, you can't get somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, another famous... First of all, I don't think she has that clout anymore, right? I think her being in WWE doesn't have that.
It kind of fizzled out.
Right, that cachet anymore. But plus, she's terrible in the ring.
Terrible
on the mic. She just sucks.
She took it personally, by the way. She said in an interview, like, when the fans booed her, she took it personally.
Yeah, fuck her.
That's why she actually hated the fans for
I'm
that.
glad she did, because she sucks at what she does. She sucks. And I'll tell her to her face. She'll probably kick my ass. Well, she sucks because she thinks she's one of the boys.
Yeah.
And that's what she thinks, man. She's like, oh, you're a guest in the house of these people. You're a guest in the house of Charlotte. You're the guest in the house of Becky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's their house.
Right.
You're bringing the most money, yeah, because you're a sideshow. You're like a unique sideshow. But don't
it just
disrespect.
sucks that she's gonna beat Charlotte. Charlotte's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
That's what sucks.
Well, I don't care. I mean, because I don't watch.
Yeah, and there wasn't like Ronda Rousey also talking about like when all the wrestlers got released and then Bray Wyatt got released. She was like, "Oh, you're the same fans that boo people and then get mad when they get released." And it's like you're not one of the boys. Like she claims she's one of them.
Yeah, she's not. And it pisses me off because like there's so many other wrestlers who are way better.
Where's
than
Asuka?
Right.
Creative has nothing for her.
That's crazy.
For months now.
That's nuts. Isn't she the champion of something?
She hasn't been
tag
seen.
team champion.
No. She's been waiting for Creative. Asuka,
that's nuts.
Who's to me one of the fucking best.
Again, Asuka versus Becky in one of those WrestleManias, one of the best ones I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I think it was against Charlotte.
Charlotte. Sorry, excuse me, Charlotte, not Becky.
WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. Check
It
it
was
out.
amazing. That match was up there, if not the best.
And you know what's crazy? At that WrestleMania, it was Shinsuke and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And where's Shinsuke now?
Another one.
Vince has it out for Japanese wrestlers.
Maybe.
Man.
Again, he's not. He didn't create. It's not your creation.
Right.
AJ though is like an example of that doesn't fit that mold, which is weird. AJ Styles.
I'm surprised. Well, I'm surprised AJ Styles got his big run in WWE. I thought he was just gonna be a mid-carder.
Yeah, and he's very respected. I think in that.
And I was surprised his mic work was actually pretty good.
Well, he evolved, and again, back to what I was saying. AJ Styles is a perfect example of somebody who was given the opportunity to, all right, look, now you're on a big stage now, buddy. He evolved, right? I think his work in New Japan helped a lot, but he evolved. He didn't rely on his background to just get him over,
Right.
which a lot of people are doing now, especially in these indie guys.
Oh, he's from the Indies. You gotta, yeah. And I think the same could be said for like Matt Riddle, because I think he's a very big indie guy, but I think he's adapted well to WWE as far as their format and getting himself over. So I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Yep. All right. So WrestleMania, we're also gonna see. Oh God, Johnny Knoxville. I think is getting in the ring.
Okay.
Against Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I don't give two shits.
Bad Bunny.
No, God. Are you serious?
I think he's gonna.
Man.
This is Celebrity Mania.
People
bro.
watch this shit, huh? I don't watch it at all. And I have a podcast, and I don't watch WWE. Yep, I said it.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm looking forward to Reigns and Lesnar just because I think for this to work, I mean, all right, Roman Reigns, to me, is one of the hottest things in wrestling right now, whether you like it or not, right? It took him 7 years to get there, but he got there.
Paul Heyman.
As a heel.
Paul Heyman.
Doesn't have to speak much. And I like this whole head of the table, tribal chief stuff. It works. Theme song is rocking. Everything
Thank
is
you, Paul
good.
Heyman.
Yeah, it works. But I think for him to solidify him and to make this match even worth something, I think Reigns has to go over. Like, because if anyone's going to beat him, it shouldn't be Brock Lesnar. Lesnar's already like part-timer, tail end of his career.
Right.
You need a young guy to take that belt away from him. And there's really, right now, it's sad to say, there's nobody on this list that can take the title from Reigns.
You can only have so many Paul Heymans, right, to go around to share with people.
It's crazy.
Because, again, Roman Reigns, to me, without Paul Heyman, nothing.
Crazy. But
and I'm sure he's like sitting with him all the time. Hey, this is what's going to happen. Sure.
Yeah, but Reigns looks like $1 million.
He looks great. He looks amazing. He moves well in the ring. He's great. He just doesn't have that. You know what I mean? That thing. Now he does because of Paul Heyman.
Right.
And I think there was a time when Paul Heyman went back to Brock.
Right.
Went back to Reigns.
Yeah.
I wonder why. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I look down the list and then I see, like, who can take the title from Reigns? And then I'm looking at the roster. I'm like, there's really nobody. They haven't fucking built anybody up.
It's bad, man. It's bad.
Like, Seth Rollins, they already happened. Right? They had a match.
Yeah.
Who was going to take KO? Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Fucking Ricochet?
Who's that kid that Marcus is high on?
Oh, fucking Austin Theory, man. Let me talk about him, man. All right, he's got some muscle. He does the stupid selfie shit that this guy used to do.
Guevara, right?
No. This other guy from he used to team with Fandango. I forgot his name.
That's right. Yeah, he used to do that selfie stuff.
Yeah, he had the selfie cam stuff going.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I don't know. He just doesn't look like he doesn't have it to me.
Right.
At least
me
not
either.
yet. But
I agree.
All right, then who else are you gonna take it? Rey Mysterio? No.
I don't know who else is on the. Again, I
Randy Orton. Been there, done that many times.
You know who probably be the one who does it. Again, because I'm a fucking genius on this.
Go ahead, tell us. Let's note it right here.
Austin Creed.
Who?
Austin Creed, right? What's his name?
From New Day?
From New Day. Watch.
Get out of here. I don't.
Not because he deserves it.
That's outrageous, though.
Because, that's to just complete the cycle of giving the New Day. You know,
Kofi taking from Danielson. and then Big E becoming champion,
Mm-hmm.
and then you think now the other guy's next.
Mm-hmm.
But from Reigns though, holy shit.
Maybe for a short period of time, and then
and then they go back to New Day.
Yeah, I think those are I think those championship runs are just like appreciation awards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For your service.
Speaking of New Day, fans are fucking pissed that Big E went right back down to being a fucking part of New Day without any mention of the title picture.
What do you think he was? Like, what do the people think he was? Come on, man! I told you this when he won the title.
Right, you
Why?
did. You called it.
Why do you even? Why? He brings nothing to the table, and in terms of being a champion. When you are a champion, when you hold this belt right here or any other belt for an organization, you have to carry yourself a certain way. You have to have that certain je ne sais quoi.
Right.
Doesn't have it.
Right.
He is what he is. He's like on the same level as Santino Marella.
Yeah.
Same kind of
that's a good comparison.
Those parodies
man.
of
yeah.
Again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Right.
But don't give him a title because now you have people having these false hopes like, oh wait, no. And just because he walked out somebody in a boxing match and he sat in the front row and got a little burn there, that doesn't mean shit. Come on, man. Let's be realistic.
I mean, I liked him as a heel when he was with Dolph Ziggler, remember?
Years
ago.
Yeah.
It worked because, he had a good theme and everything. But then, when you're fucking flipping pancakes to the crowd and
gyrating and doing that dumb shit, come on, man.
Yeah, man. But I think for him to be champion, he should have, turned on the New Day, should have gone heel.
Correct.
Should have been, a gimmick change somewhat, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, you have your Sergeant Slaughter runs. That's what I call them, and
that's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna copyright that shit. But you know what I mean? Like, you can hold this for a little while until we figure it out.
It worked at the time, though.
It worked. Yeah, so no, it worked. And you know what? You're right. It did work.
It fucking worked. This one didn't really.
But
work.
again, it was like, why? It was shocking.
And then people were like, all right, because he lost it in a multi 5-man match or whatever, and Brock Lesnar won it. But they were like, but why does Lesnar have to pin Big E? Why couldn't he just pin KO? That way at least Big E looks strong. Like, I never lost the title.
Because Big E's not that serious.
Yeah.
Again, and when I say Sergeant Slaughter run, I mean, once he loses the title, you're back down.
You're back down.
That's what I meant.
Remember that, though? Sergeant Slaughter, he turned babyface after.
Yeah, he did.
And then he was, teaming up with, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah.
And, complete...
He didn't...
Downhill.
It didn't matter whatsoever.
But it fucking worked. I saw something on Instagram today. I don't know if you remember. Royal Rumble... Was it 1991? Sergeant Slaughter won the title from Ultimate Warrior, and Macho Man hit Warrior with the thing across the head. And I was like, damn! I remember I was a kid watching that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And Sergeant Slaughter was a big time heel. He took the American flag, fucking burned it.
He regretted that too. He said,
"Who better than fucking Hulk Hogan
That's
to
it.
save the day, man?"
That's storytelling, man. You know what I mean?
Yo, insane, man.
We need more of that stuff, man. We need more of the the what's it called, the Elizabeth angle with the why can't we just reproduce that stuff differently? There's generations who don't know about that.
Right.
Reproduce that shit.
And you know what's crazy? There's generations now that think Hogan is overrated and they're like, Jeff Hardy's better.
I don't take anything right. So this generation now, this time period that we're in, I think a lot of people, especially on Instagram or on other social media platforms, say things just to say things.
Yeah.
Say things just to get some attention. That's the name of the game now, right?
Right.
Numbers don't lie. You can say what you want about Hogan, and I think every podcast we have a Hogan appreciation segment, but
it's the reason why we have the breakdown.
There's no wrestling for anybody. So CM Punk can say what he wants. Anybody can say. Again, is he a piece of shit? That's for you to say, right? That's for you to say. But you cannot not acknowledge what he's done for the industry, and you wouldn't have your way of living. Your kids wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like shit like that without him.
Right.
So it's easy to make fun of him now because there's no reprimands now, right? He's not on top of the game though. But
and I think another thing too is a lot of people expect Hogan owes us for this. Hogan was looking out for Hogan. I mean, he was the money guy. If you were even on the same fucking card or wrestling him in a house show,
Yep.
You were making a lot of money.
Yep.
So thank him for like everyone being well off.
I can't. There's nothing to compare. Like people, compare him to Jordan basketball. It's not even like that because there was basketball before Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Basketball had again Jordan.
But there was wrestling before Hogan, though.
Well, you're right. He took it to another level, but
made it mainstream.
But I do think that if there wasn't if Jordan never came along, there would have been somebody else. You know what I mean? Who probably would have been.
So if no Hogan at the time, wrestling would not be what it is today. It'd be like more of a niche type of thing.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't be
unequivocally.
Like WrestleMania wouldn't be what it is.
No. Nothing. Everything that you touch from now on, every conversation we have from now on is because of Hogan. And McMahon, obviously, because of them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of McMahon, what'd you think of his podcast with
it was amazing.
Pat McAfee?
More so just to get into the mind of McMahon, just because you don't really see that a lot. He's a maniac.
Yeah.
He's crazy, but it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I like the part that he said about like releasing talent. He's like, listen, man, at the end of the day, it's a business. If, you got to cut dead weight where you can. And, he likes people. But he has shareholders to please. And the people are like, oh, fuck Vince, man.
Yeah.
He's cutting all these people. He's heartless. But it's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, I was like that before. I mean, no, I'm not going to lie. But you don't understand what's going on, right?
Right.
You're not in those boardrooms. You're not in the conversation. This is his baby, right? You have to do everything in your power to protect your baby.
Right.
I think him in his mind that's more of his baby than his actual children.
Yeah.
Not
and you know what's crazy?
Everything has to be protected.
The most interesting thing he said, and if you should check it out on YouTube, he was like, as far as him stepping down, which I think he's gonna die at the fucking gorilla position.
Yeah, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he felt like his family didn't step up.
Yeah, he mentioned that, and then he was like, "Oh, you."
So whether it's him, whether it's a family member or a non-family member, so he's fucking not opposed to like giving it to somebody else to run the show.
McAfee even said, "You sure you want this is going to be on?" Because he mentioned like,
"Yeah,
you would think it's family." I'm like, "Oh shit."
No, like Shane McMahon is done. I don't think he trusts Triple H, obviously, because he took away all his power.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Crazy.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah, man. Vince is gonna die at 100 years old in the position, and I think he'll probably have one more match just because.
Oh my god, he's in good shape, but no, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
outside.
I mean, he knows what he's doing, obviously, because of this big empire he built. I mean, but he is definitely out of touch. But at the end of the day, if people still buy his stuff, man, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's not gonna change anything.
I agree. I think there's a lot of conversation about WWE. Can we go back to the real wrestling? Thank you very much, because WWE is terrible. But no, just a question for you, sir. So. Back to the pay-per-view. What did you two things, right? What did you think of the Jade Cargill match?
She's hot, by the way.
Yeah. Go ahead. Answer that one first.
Okay, so Jade Cargill.
What do you think about her in general?
Looks wise,
yeah,
gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
Not even $1 million. Just the look, the hair, the entrance, fucking epic.
Yep.
I think AEW nailed it as far as building her up.
Correct.
They're giving her this whole win streak thing. Let it rock, man. Let it rock. I think in the ring, she's actually not that bad. She's getting better.
Yep.
Last I heard, she's like training with Danielson, so I think he's gonna elevate her. But man, AEW's got a star, a gem in her.
We are on the same exact page there.
And I like that she has a male manager.
Yes,
it works.
Everything works. Everything works. Usually that does not work, right? Yeah. But you can tell she's like evolving, and it's good. And the way they make her look, it's amazing. She's great. Not the total package yet,
right?
But she's great. The only thing that I don't like, and this is a little thing, is that she acknowledges that her daughter's in the crowd all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can't stand that. I can't. That's like it
if
takes.
You're gonna be a badass,
it takes away from the
the
thing. And I think again, this is another bigger thing that Tony does. Is like he lets a lot of things slide.
Yeah.
Again, having your daughter in the ring, great moment, but again, that's not.
Yeah, she doesn't need that sympathy. She's gonna be over regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And my thing is like, all right. So you keep building her up, but who would be the ones to stop her? It'd be interesting.
I don't know. I think you keep. I think Baker loses the title to this one.
To Jade Cargill?
No,
To Thunder Rosa?
In the title in the steel cage. I think she's gonna lose the title next week, and then you build that thing up. But again, it's too soon. I think, but that's a good.
I would wait till All Out.
Maybe. Well, then you build it up. You build it up.
And then what? She'll be TBS champ and
no, she'll be TBS champ. You give another belt. You know what I mean? Britt Baker to me is good. Okay, again, she's
I know where you're
great.
going with this already, man. I know you're gonna bring up.
No, she's great. She's great. She's great. Britt Baker's awesome. That belt is awesome. Kudos to that belt. Oh man, that belt is amazing.
Amazing. Better than again any WWE title.
Absolutely. I was disappointed in the match. Her match with
They didn't build it up enough.
They didn't build it up. Yeah,
they had a lot of history. Mm-hmm. It just felt flat.
I agree. I think that's why they're gonna give us that steel cage match. On it. But again, Britt Baker's great. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I tweeted you the other day. Right now, what's today's date? Whatever that
March 11th?
March 11th, 2022. I'm number one in the game. Women's wrestler, Diana El Virtuosa Purrazzo. I'm sorry, bro. And we've seen her. You got to give her due, man.
Agree.
We've seen her in where were we? In Queens,
House of Hardcore.
House of Hardcore. And I said it in the first time.
She fought Selena Vega.
Yep. Yeah. And she lost. She jobbed out. I'm like, and I told you, Fabian, I'm like, yo, I like this girl. Man, I wish I had like stock. You know what I mean? I would have been rich for that.
Well, let's run it down though. All right, so Diana Purrazzo, you had said that. Then I remember you said that. Like, yeah, she's got something.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, you called that.
Yeah.
You were like something about him. I think he's gonna be a star.
Yeah.
CM Punk when he debuted in 2005.
I
don't even think you were watching Ring of Honor.
I was not.
But you just saw it off the dome.
And that just makes it more better, dude. Because I didn't even know who that was really.
Yeah, and then I think MJF, just by seeing the first
promo, MJF,
you were like, yeah, he's something, man. And then all these people.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's losses, right? There's I still think Kennedy was the man.
Yeah, horrible.
And this
Sean Spears,
hopefully, but this guy too. Jimmy
Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang is my boy, and Paul London. You know, but those guys have, again, these guys have charisma. They just didn't get the shot that they needed. But yeah, I think Purrazzo. It makes me proud because I've seen her from the beginning and progressing all the way to now. But she's great, man. I can't front.
You know what? I think if we ever go to a show, I think we meet her, we just bring it up. Like, yo, I've seen you at House of Hardcore that day. She'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah, I might have a segment where I just praise Diana Purrazzo every day.
Isn't she Ring of Honor champion?
She's Ring of Honor champion, and she's
we'll see her in AEW.
AAA Women's Champion.
AAA, yeah. She was shedding a tear in that video when she was.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
Well, let's give her roses. I hate that saying, by the way.
Yeah. So, okay, all right. So you were asking about Jade Cargill. What's your next one?
Oh, the next one was just going to be how did you feel about the match between?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about William Regal?
I like it. I like the way he that promo he cut. I thought he
got
was
emotional.
I thought he was joking.
No.
I thought he was like
he had Tony Schiavone go way back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was a good promo. Really good promo.
He apologized for that too. On Twitter, he said, "I'm sorry for going overtime. I know it's my first time in the company." Like, he was very apologetic.
Oh no, that's good. Again, I don't like you said. I think there's a lot of dead weight, a lot of superstars in AEW.
Who would you cut? Name them.
Wow, Dark Order, all of them, straight up and down. Sorry, or if ROH is going to be like an NXT type of thing,
send them there.
Bam. TBS and the TNT shows only have the top notch stars. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Daniel Garcia.
Well,
Ring of Honor.
No, don't get me wrong. Now that new faction that was created right now.
You change it to now?
No, not with him. But he belongs in a faction. He's not a single superstar. That's fine.
Right. It looks like he's bulking up too.
I like 2.0. I like those guys. As
the other guys.
Two guys. Yeah, they're cool. I like them.
Yeah.
And with Jericho, I'm sure they're gonna get a lot of help. So that's fine. But there's so many, dude. I can't even count off my head who else.
Tony Nese hasn't done much.
But he looks good. But yeah, Tony Nese can go. I'm talking
Lee
about
Moriarty.
All those guys.
QT.
Dude. QT.
I kind of like QT though.
But yeah, QT can. Again, he can do it. But then you have like we're wasting time and energy
Matt
on
Sydal.
on these matches that go on TV. Like you watch you watch Dynamite, you're like, all right, cool, and then you see like, I don't know, Matt Hardy, and again, obviously now because Jeff is back, it's going to be a little nostalgic, but
yeah,
Penta Zero or like the Masked Singer. I don't know, like who are you, dude? Like I don't want to see you.
Yeah, I mean, there's
like that kid. I'm sorry, that kid that kid who main evented the other who didn't main event. He fought
Hangman,
he
the
fought
high
Hangman.
flyer guy.
Yeah. Go back. You know, even Hangman. Get the fuck out. But there's so many of those type of guys that you can just like, all right, you can go now.
I was looking. I mean, AEW has a lot of main event talent, though.
I agree.
If you look at it, so I'm thinking like, you know, Moxley, Danielson. Let's put Hangman in there because he's champion. You know, Adam Cole, Kenny Omega. Who else? Another guy who I think will get there, Jay White.
Oh, Jay White's amazing.
Switchblade.
Your brother.
He fucking looks great, man.
Adam Cole to me is
mid-carder.
Is
top
TBS champion all day, every day. I can't. I'm sorry, man. I can't envision him. When I envision a champion, I envision you. You know how like back in the days where like you made appearances in the suit and tie with the championship.
You would never think he's a world champion.
No.
Someone said it. I think Dutch Mantel. He said in a recent interview. He's like, Adam Cole just looks like somebody who works out like McDonald's.
I agree, man. I've always said that too. I'm like, I don't care if he does that. You know, boom.
He's over, man.
It's great. It's great to be over, but it's like, you know, you have to again.
Yeah.
That's my champion right there. It's the face of the company. I'd rather have Cody.
Right.
You know?
I wonder when Omega will come back.
I don't know what's going to be huge. Isn't he a hernia or something like that? He has a hernia surgery?
He's had a couple surgeries already, but I think it looks like they're teasing it, though.
He just needs to get rid of that beard. Come on, please.
He needs to dye his hair again.
Whatever.
Tan up.
He needs to come back as the cleaner from New Japan.
Yeah.
Leather jacket.
Right.
Oh, man, what a waste if we can't get that in America. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Even if he completely regurgitates everything he's done in New Japan now.
It'll work.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah.
And he has the same crew he had before. Yeah. Right? There's no reason why it shouldn't work.
That's true. I mean, I could see that.
His title one was great. I think so. People didn't like it, but
I loved it.
I just think that
I hated it at first, but then
me too.
What's with Don Callis came on board, I was like, all right, this shit works.
Yeah, I just you know, again, the beard just killed it for me.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, good.
What about your boy? You always fucking high on him all the time, Andrade.
I love Andrade, man. Andrade's dripped with it, man. Just can't speak English.
So you think looks wise, if you see somebody like you see him as a face of company world champion, based on his look and what he wears and how he carries himself,
and his beautiful in-ring ability. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's a high flyer. He can go.
Great.
Yeah,
there's no mistake. He's great. I like the fact that he doesn't know English. Now, what you can do with that, I don't know why they don't do subtitles. I would love AEW to do subtitles.
Yeah,
that's the way of the future now. People are watching everything on subtitles now.
Yeah, that's true.
I would just have him speak Spanish. I'm not gonna learn English. I don't need to learn English. I'm the champion.
But he knows something though.
Yeah. It's rough though. It's rough for him. He almost didn't nail that. You know, watch your back thing with
that's right. So I wonder how he and Charlotte
communicate. He communicates with that dirt. No, but I think
Spanish. Yeah.
I think he has. Man. I think he looks better than Del Rio did.
Oh, I don't know, man. Del Rio was a fucking gem at the time.
But he's just smaller than Del Rio. He was pretty tall, right?
But he's fucking jacked up, though.
But yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Andrade has it, man. They just need to find the good thing to do.
I don't like his ring attire. It's just his fucking suit pants and fucking wrestling boots.
I don't like it either. I think he should.
He needs to wear actual attire.
I don't care if he rips it off. No, Bruno. Like he does with the thing, but
yeah.
That everything works. I just think they need to figure it out.
I think I could see that. He should at least be TNT champion.
Absolutely.
And just like rock it for a while.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
You got
and
that.
Then, you don't fight. He doesn't fight until he has to. It's just, the typical heel stuff.
Yeah, I mean the one thing I like about AEW is they're not overexposing a lot of their talent. That's why they have a good amount of people, but it's not like. These same people shoved down our throats every week. You get a different story.
I get it. I kind of want that though. I kind of want, again, I don't need the same. They have enough of the top tier talent to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of rotate. I don't want to see Lee Moriarty.
He should be Rampage
in 1 week, and then that's it. If you're jobbing, that's fine. If you're gonna put somebody over in a good way, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But
would you? What about the Varsity Blondes?
No. You can. I'm not too.
They
sold
tried
on
with Pillman, man. They tried.
Again, he doesn't. He's not there yet, and I don't think he will be there. He's not that good. I don't think he has it.
He looks like his dad, man.
He looks like his mom. His mom. I thought he looked like his dad too. Before I saw that documentary, I'm like, oh, yeah, he looks exactly like his mom.
Yeah,
but
he's no Brian Pillman.
No, he doesn't have the charisma. And again, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to have it. Just don't. Yeah, he can go. I don't care. You're not missing him.
Yeah.
Again, they did try. And he didn't come to the table with the good stuff.
He even fought Dynamite and Arthur Ashe when we were there.
Yeah,
he fought MJF.
MJF, yeah, exactly.
It just didn't work.
It just didn't work at all. And MJF went hard.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah, man, I agree.
There's levels to this, man. A lot of these guys don't have it.
I think they just think because of the lineage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The family thing. Speaking of which, I saw an interview. What's her name? She's a 24/7 champion on WWE.
After that,
it's a girl. I forgot her name.
Sorry.
She's whack anyway. She said, quote unquote, if we're gonna induct people in the Hall of Fame, the next person that should go in, even though this person is an active wrestler, said Natalya. She's a legend.
Natalya, again, appreciation award. I've said this again, and you cannot front of me. For the amount of years that this woman has been in the business and has been training and has been everything, her in-ring work ability is disgusting.
Yeah.
Is unacceptable. It's
for being a Hart family member.
My man, from coming up in the... I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And you cannot... It's there. You can watch it.
Right.
It's horrible, bro.
Yeah.
You would think 25 years, whatever, in the business.
Yeah.
What? Yo, you're whack, dude.
It's insane. Yeah. I just don't see it at all. I think she's whack and she's just living off the Hart name.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. It's just terrible. And it is shocking to me.
Yeah. It's
shocking to me. Every time I see it, I'm like, I don't know how.
Yeah. I fully agree with you, man. This is just terrible. Man, it just feels good to be back.
Yeah, it does, man. We can go on all day, man. This is great.
And it's just weird because I watch a lot of these shows and it's just like, dude, y'all got to know your history. Y'all got to know about the mechanics of it behind the scenes and why people get pushed. Not just say oh, if this person's not world champion by then, XYZ. No, there's levels to it. Just because someone's good in the indies doesn't mean it works in the big time. But I mean, there's a lot to talk about. So we are going to keep this thing weekly. So be on the lookout. We're back for good. This is no bullshit. We here, Breakdown headquarters. Hopefully, Strong Man will be here next week.
Yep.
He has no choice.
Apologies for the technical difficulties, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
He'll be back, and he's a fucking big WWE mark, so we got a lot to talk to him about. But yeah, man, glad you guys could join us. Episode is going up soon, so check us out. We'll have a video, we'll have audio. It'll be on all your platforms, so be on the lookout. Follow us on Instagram. What's the page?
Breakdown Wrestling Podcast.
There you go.
Instagram, Apple, iTunes, everywhere. Like my man Fabe said, we're going to be everywhere, and we're going to have continuously provide you with beautiful wrestling commentary. Stay tuned. We're going to have merch soon. We're back, bro. We're back.